understand what's the goals and what's the problems there, and understand how it might be hard for them quite I would say probably investors probably just pick one. Just learn about it and go with it. And it all seems to be very certain.
We really do want to work on closing that gap of getting more women involved in our community overall. And Abu always knows that I'm all for women empowerment. Today I want to applaud all the women who showed up for this because you've taken that first step towards empowering yourself. Unfortunately and sadly, women entrepreneurs in high-tech startups is only 9%. Today we are in the era of free information. So the next thing I want to ask us all is, what is it that we can do to bring this percentage of women entrepreneurship higher? Because I think it starts with each and every one of us and small steps that we can take to make this change. I want to say 3 simple things that has helped me over the last decade to move forward as a woman entrepreneur and a woman technology executive. The first thing is take action. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spans, and she literally hustled there. She said, wear this pants and tell me if it's not transformational for you. And then the rest, like they say, is history. You can see the Spans in Neiman Marcus throughout the world today. So she took action basically. She was hustling, she was selling, she was meeting with customers, and so on. And today she is one of the few self-made millionaires in the world. The second point I want to emphasize is find yourself a mentor. Mentorship is one of the things that surveys say that women lack. We lack enough role models. So find yourself a mentor. The last but not the least, get out of your comfort zone. One of the simple exercises I often do, and I also have advised some of the people I mentor is, go walk up to a Starbucks counter and ask them for a 5% discount. How many of you will be willing to do that? So basically, you're going to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And believe me, the result is not going to be very crazy. The maximum you're going to get is a no, and a no with a smile. So simple things like that, because as a startup, whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear a yes. So definitely, the third action point is get out of your comfort zone. And I know many must be wondering today, what has this event got to do with changing that 9%, right? Are we going to make it 21%? No, it's not going to happen overnight, but there is hope. If we take small actions, it's going to fill drop by drop the ocean. Thank you, and hope you had some takeaways tonight.
I'm also passionate about women's causes and particularly the cause of education. When we talk about entrepreneurship, we're talking about creating an offering in the marketplace that's new, either a new product or a new service, a new way of delivering a product. A couple of ways of breaking down risk or attributes of risk. One is, as you think about starting a new venture, how much financial investment are you willing to make? And the second is, how much time are you willing to invest before you make that decision? And the third aspect that's kind of related to both of these is, what is your definition of success? So that kind of puts boundaries around risk, and essentially it gives you it gives you a level of comfort to say, I can take this risk. The other thing is to be comfortable with uncertainty. There is a vision that you might have for a product or a service, and how your vision may not necessarily align with how the market perceives it. The market may perceive it a certain way, and then you should be ready to pivot. This is your opportunity to pen your story. You're the lead role in this, and you have to pen it your way. And failure is definitely not fatal. I started 2 businesses before I actually started a sustainable business. So the first 2 did not go anywhere, but I still wanted to start the third one. I didn't give up, much to my husband's disappointment. The other thing is there is a statistic that women use 13,000 more words in a day than men do. So for any woman out there that says I have trouble networking, I would really question that. So if we're able to express ourselves using 13,000 more words, we're able to explain our ideas and concepts to a wide variety of audience, I'm sure we can network, right? Then the other aspect is that generally, again, generalizations don't always hold. I will admit that, but we tend to find more collaborative solutions and win-win solutions, and I think that's extremely important because with a startup, you want talented people to work on your team, but you want people that can emotionally connect with the cause and with the mission that you're trying to accomplish. And I think with a collaborative approach and an empathetic approach, I think women are uniquely qualified to be able to lead large groups, get them excited to achieve the mission. And that's only 3 of the ways that I think women are uniquely qualified. I would love to hear more from everybody else by the end of the session. Thank you.
We all have brains, and it's time for us to use them and just discount the ones that don't. I just have lost all tolerance, especially in this election season. Not that I'm talking about it, nor can I talk about it. I'm fed up with it. It is tough to be a woman in business, but women do have to be bold, but they can't make excuses. As a woman, I would never put pictures of babies on my desk. You're there to do business. I grew up in IBM. After I left Philip Morris USA, I went to IBM. I spent most of my career there. Well, I think women have to put the image in the minds of the people with whom they're doing business. Women mean business. Okay? Don't talk about your kids. Save that for your family or for your close friends. You come to work, be serious. Not that you're not serious if you do talk about your children, but only wait for a personal opening to do that once you've proven yourself. I will say I had a wonderful boss in the 1970s. His name was Jack Clark, and Jack, if you're in Rocky Mount somewhere now, and I hope you're healthy, I remember you and still quote you. Jack used to say, don't get mad, get even. And I believe that today. If you don't like me, screw you. Go to the next guy. But be persevere. Know who you can connect with and do business with, and don't waste your time with people who can't. We all have brains. Let's use them. Thank you.
When you're on your deathbed, don't say, oh, when I should have started a company, oh, I should have studied here. What's the point? That's a lame excuse. So, if you're doing it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Instead, we were talking, and Amumi and Swati and Lay and Maria, we kind of thought through saying, hey, it should be an activity where people are involved in it. So there are 3 topics we brought in. One is, what are the challenges women face to get into startup? Core issues. What are the core issues? Again, it's a lame. Either way you can look at it. It's a lame excuse, or it's if you're a motivated person, it's a lame excuse. And I know somebody's anniversary today and she's here. So the other way to look at, so what are all those core issues? The third one is also critical, which is identifying the help and getting the help.
So we're a co-working space that caters to high-tech startups, also a great community to be a part of. So we have events regularly with Startups Ignite. I think this is our 3rd event in 3 months. So every month, yeah, it's been great. They've all been excellent events. So it's a testament to the work that they do.